with one of the best who has ever done it in Uganda, of course, internationally, locally. He's called James OkELLO. You're the captain of the national team. Assistant captain, you've done it all. I mean, Oksi, something small. Why basketball out of all sports?
Why basketball? As a person, I was someone that really was into, sports, very different sports. I played I played volleyball, I played soccer. I was also an athlete. And the reason, I settled into basketball was, basically the school I joined. So when I joined Grade 9 Senior 1, it was a very small school, and, the only game they had around or sport they had around was basketball. Yeah. At first, of course, I wasn't convinced. I tried not to get involved, but later on, as a kid, you want to be jumping around, playing around. I had no choice, so I had to, get into the game and learn the game.
Yeah. I mean, you're 10-time NBL champion. I mean, you won 10 in a row. That's, can I say, very unfair. And you've won 3 MVP titles. To you personally, as an individual, is it about the championships, or it's just it's more than the champions? It's more than about the championships. Is it about the love for the sport or anything?
Yeah, as a person, of course, I'm very competitive, and I always want to be the best. So of course the love is there, but also when I get into the battlefield, I don't want to lose. I want by the end of the day, crowned as the best, as the champion. So I think that's what motivated me as a person to, get all those championships. But of course, also the people that were built around me, very, very good players that helped me develop and also, push the team further.
Yeah. I mean, I know you're a Crane High player. I played against you when I was in Vegetarian, when you're playing for Crane High. I know Mugisha, Coach Justice really influenced you to begin playing the game when you were in school. Apart from Mugisha, who influenced you to pick up a basketball and really fall in love with the game?
Actually, in the start, like I told you, I wasn't interested in the game, but because the school I joined, the only sport they had was basketball, and also I looked somehow taller in front of the teachers. They kept pushing me. Especially, I had a teacher called Mr. Ojok. Mr. Ojok was our agriculture teacher, so he kept on, pushing me around. You man, you're too long. You should be on the basketball court. And eventually, later on, I walked to Mugi. I told him, Mugi, you know what? I want to learn this game. And openly also, accepted me, and was like, yeah, you come and learn. And that's how I got into the game. And yeah.
Okay. So personally, I know you are my brother. You're not my friend. I've known you for a very, very long time. I know 2022 was a very tough year for you. I mean, you lost your mom, of course. May her sweet soul rest in eternal peace. You got an injury. I mean, I also remember when there was an accident. I mean, your teammates got an accident when, was it after burial or before?
Yeah, after burial. Actually, that was the toughest time in my life, because that very year, I lost my mom. Immediately after 4 months, I lost my sister.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. Then, by the time I was going for my sister's burial, I had an injury. I had a sciatic nerve injury, something that affected my whole left leg, and it was very terrible for me that year. But still, I had to push through and continue with playing, because I remember the toughest time that I had was coming from my sister's burial. The burial was on Sunday, and I had a flight to Dar es Salaam on Monday morning.
That was for City Oil national team.
City Oil, so we're going for BAL qualifiers. It was very tough for me because after the barrier, immediately I had to travel out of the village. Immediately after the barrier, I had to travel out of the village, get a bus from Pakwach. I remember I picked the bus around 10, 11 p.m. and I had to meet the team at 6
in the morning.
a.m. in the morning.
And you guys are supposed to travel immediately.
And the flight was, I think, around 9
a.m.
a.m. So, man, and the painful bit was, the only bus that was available that time was full. so they wanted to leave me behind. I said, no way. If it is standing, I'll stand in that bus.
From Pakwach to Kampala.
I stood from Pakwach up to like Kirandongo, or around Kirandongo there. I was standing till someone jumped off. That's when I got a seat. So I stood for like 3-4 hours.
Oh my God.
Standing. I had that injury with me. I reached home. I was tired. I just had to shower, pick my bags, run back to Lugogo to meet the team, then head to the airport. But like you said, it was very tough for me the whole year. Getting into the finals were very tough.
You played KI in the finals, or Blazers?
We played Blazers. I think that's the game we went to game 7. We played up to game 7. It was very tough. We won the last game, I think, by a basket. So
you won by a point.
By a basket. By a basket, yeah. I remember by one basket, 2 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, the whole year was just terrible for me.
I mean,
but we thank God. We went through it, and now we are here.
I mean, let's talk about you joined Oilers in 2012. Of course, when you join a big team and you're winning championships, people think your journey has been very, very easy. I mean, let's track back. I mean, let's talk about your journey, your basketball journey before you joined City Oil in 2012. How was your journey?
My journey, I won't say successful or unsuccessful, but I was blessed that already I was athletic as a person, and as a family, we have that genes in us, so we are sports people. Yes, I started playing a bit late, I think senior 2, but I could pick things like very quick, because after like a year I was already invited on the national team, under 18.
Yeah.
The following year after under 18, I had to represent Uganda, at Basketball Without Borders in South Africa. We were just a few, I think 3 or 4 of us that we are chosen. Yeah, but like you said, of course there are ups and downs, in the start when you're going to the court, people will want to bully you. Guys are pushing you around, you can't do this, you can't do that. But, because I was so determined and I really wanted to play the game, I had to, stick and keep pushing.
Okay. I mean, you are a 10-time NBL champion. I mean, it sounds unreal. Of course, maybe 50 years from now, people might think we are joking that you won 10 championships in a row from 2012 to 24, right?
From 2012.
Of course, there was COVID.
No, 2012 maybe. To go back, City Oil was in lower division. Yes, we won, but I don't want to count that. I want to count the NBL championship.
Okay, let's talk about the NBL championships. The 10 you won. Which one was the sweetest and why?
I think the sweetest one, the one that I really, really enjoyed was against Namongo Blazers 2022. Simply because of, what I went through the whole year. And, I just wanted to give it back maybe to the people I'd lost that year and, try and, pay respect to them in that manner.
Okay. Then let's talk about Mommy once again. Of course, I know she's still resting in peace. I know she was your biggest fan. That's 100% correct. Did she ever come for one of your games in either City or Ukraine High, or even in high school?
Yeah, unfortunately, no, not because my mom, most of her life, she wasn't with me. I could just go see her once in a while, but she had retired, living in Arua. And but of course, she used to watch games on TV. She could see, in papers, I'm performing, I'm representing, and she has always been, behind me, pushing me. Because I remember there are times, I felt like the game is giving me nothing, and I wanted to quit.
Yeah.
And she insisted. She was like, just hang in there, just keep pushing. You never know, something will happen very soon. So she has always been there, trying to motivate me.
Yeah. I mean, let's talk about the players you played with. I mean, you played with bad guys. I will call them bad guys. Stephen Omon, Komakech Ben, just to name a few. You played with Jimmy Enabu. I want us to talk about Jimmy Enabu in particular. You played with Jimmy for more than 7 years, both in the City Oil team, national team, pickup games and everything. What did you learn? What have you learned from Jimmy as a player or as a person? And what do you think he has also learned from you?
Jimmy, man, there's a lot to talk about Jimmy. I've been with him for years. I know him, I understand him very well, and he's a very disciplined guy. At first, when I met Jimmy, the one thing that motivated me about him was his work ethic. There's a time he was living not far from me, but every morning you'd find him on court very early in the morning, and you think maybe you're working out alone and other guys are on other things, but Jimmy would surprise you. He will always be on court trying to get better, work on his game, and I think that's the one thing that I really learned from him. Jimmy, even at practice, he would always come early, like maybe 2-3 hours early before practice. By the time you guys are coming in, he's already sweating. So I learned that from him, and of course he's very competitive. He's one player. Me, I try to define him as an ego. You may think he's done today, and then the following day he surprises you. Like they said, egos, when they get old, they disappear, go and hide into mountains, but when they come back
different.
Those are the egos that you hear. Someone, saying an ego came and carried the goat, an ego carried the kid. So that's Jimmy. You'll not see him today. He may be poor today, but when he comes back the following day, you will get surprised. So for me, he motivates me a lot, and I always want to be around him because I know he got my back. He always got my back.
Okay. So how would you describe Jimmy as a teammate?
He's a great teammate. That's what I can tell you. He's a teammate who, like I said, will always have your back. If I'm playing with Jimmy, I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. Because I know he's there to cover up for me.
Okay. I mean, you've been the captain, assistant captain of the national team. Where Fino, the Uganda Silverbacks. I mean, who came up with the name Uganda Silverbacks? Was it the players or the fans?
Vini, I don't want to lie to you. That's something I found and I'll leave. So I don't know who came up with the name, but by the time I joined the team, it was already called the Silverbacks. So I've not done research to find out who exactly came up with that name.